Good evening and morning. Just doing the usual daily. Second day at Bitcoin in Vegas, and a it's been a range of experiences. So many ideas and businesses and opportunities that people are expanding and building on, raising for, um, spending on acquisition. Like I could just see like the money being spent on user acquisition. Um, yeah, everyone seems to want Bitcoiners as customers, one way or another. And in some sense, it's like good ways for people to lose their Bitcoin. And on the other, it's, well, hey, it's a great way to spend and, yeah, boost the Bitcoin economy. And people have many thoughts and perspectives. And I've been exposed to all these before, but it's kind of nice seeing them all in one place, all the different ideas that Bitcoin brings together. For me, I feel like a lot of things it's like Bitcoin is like a conviction-driven asset, like, people believe in the future of what it can be and can do, and in many ways, it's a culture of its own, right? And within that, you will, I think, almost naturally have many other belief systems being proposed and put out, like, as opinions and beliefs, um, because I don't know, there really isn't a because, but it's just, like, the attention to facts really matters less in some way. Um, for example, this might be controversial, but like ordinals holding holding value long term, or NFTs holding value long term as like a belief system is a little bit odd to me. I think they are very much fiat and they should be treated that way and enjoyed just in the way that they are, and accept that they could fully go to zero. Now, a very small 1% might just stay along as, a piece of history, but for the most part, like, they, for the most part, it's hard to just believe like the idea of that big ordinals are going to hold more value and potentially even more than Bitcoin. People do make more money trading them, make more Bitcoin trading them, but in themselves, questionable. But hey, I guess that's the debate, and maybe what I'm saying is also just an opinion, not a fact. But that's been a quick capture of everything that's going on. Otherwise, let me just list some other stuff. Like, there's a company taking deposits. Like, if you're taking deposits as a renter, sorry, as a landlord, or for like car leasing, as we might do, deposits are stored in Bitcoin. I was like, wow, okay, someone else got my idea there. But ideas are dime a dozen, right? It's all about execution. There was also many tax services being offered. Literally, people are like, their marketing is like, lose your Bitcoin or tax evasion. I'm like, wow. There's like, someone told me it's like crime is legal now, and it's like, well, I don't know about it being illegal, but they're clearly the messaging has no fear about it. So opportunistic time in the space for sure. And then there's L2's building ordinals, obviously. And at the end of the day, everyone still is. I think one thing I think everybody's can agree or converge on is Bitcoin infrastructure is like just supporting better payments, easier payments, faster settlements, institutional adoption, just participation, better lending, borrowing, um, trading, AMMs, like all these things are seen as important and necessary for the Bitcoin ecosystem to really support the economy that's clearly bursting to be built on it. Um, so yeah, emerging market, and there's a huge opportunity to build infrastructure in it. So like I kind of came back, and it's like 6 months of like in the past 6 months, I've really been looking for the right opportunity to talk to as many people as I can, really getting immersed in this space. And there's still another day to go, and I will continue having these conversations and doing these videos. And the only thing I can really solidly place myself on is like, well, I can continue the car business. It's like moving towards to there's like just a little bit more to be done to make it sustainable, and we can do the deposits and store Bitcoin and use it as a Bitcoin vehicle. And in that way, I guess, investors win the upside there. And that's the most solid thing I could have, like, as a plan or strategy or a way to participate in Bitcoin. Beyond that, like, um, lend like there's literally missing infrastructure to support lending in the way that people want. Like, let people want lending in the way that they experience Aave, but on Bitcoin layer one. And it's still seeing the rates that are offered are still seeing a bit of a niche market for like a niche audience. And yet, like, huge kudos to the startups that are just like building in this anyway and finding customers in this anyway and just preparing themselves for the opportunity when the time comes to really explode and grow much bigger. Um, and they're doing it in all sorts of creative, cool ways. And then there's like just the whole onboarding experience, just giving people better custody, better participation, better inheritance. And don't lose your coins, right? The better taxes, better support, in general. And I'm like, well, I could try to do a little bit of each of these things and just focus on like my investor community or my faith community and try to bring them onto Bitcoin, get them to understand like just there was even a company offering what's it called, like, citizenships, right? Like, you can buy golden visas and golden passports with like Bitcoin. So in some way, I was thinking, well, I could just set up a migration service. It's like imagine New York back in the day, right? And people are migrating to New York, and there's like many immigration agents, and I could be just like an immigration agent, bringing people to Bitcoin and making them Bitcoiners or helping them settle down or stay in the space. But that's not a startup idea. That's like a consulting business. Anyway, the key here is to ship and obviously continue talking and thinking about things. And between the consulting and the cars and my past experience and the opportunities that I see in the lending space, I really think there is an there's a there's an angle that we're uniquely placed to continue to really put these all together. And it is in the RWA space. It is in the self banking space. It is um, in in more profit based profit sharing lending or interest free lending. Um, and it is related to a flat coin now. And I think I actually just started this whole journey as well from the opportunity of creating a flat coin. And I'm coming back to converge on that where I started. That's all I can really share for now. I have like many notes and many more things to solidify, like how you would even manage or maintain that, and lessons from like other protocols like Ampleforth to really take and move forward with. I think a lot more experimentation to be done there as well, but and more people to talk to, people who have been also experiencing or exploring this space in general. On a side note, I also got almost scammed. Scam's not the right word, but really got hustled or went through a really great sales experience. How about we put it that way? Because actually, this hotel I'm staying in is free in the sense that Holiday Inn Club Vacations has offered this as a way to, introduce me to their vacation homes and resorts. I don't have enough time on the clock for this, but it could be a whole other story. But I just experienced, and I think I want to experience more people actually selling to me. Like, it almost puts you in like the investor's shoe. It's like, how does an investor feel when you're pitching them, and how good salespeople? I don't know about, good is subjective, but how they kind of will, shave facts here and there, try to make it, package it in a way, and really kind of speak to what you want, and still wedge in the offering, and just like really give you and build the FOMO right there and then to make you sign. Yeah, I came this close to signing. I don't know. I think I need to unpack that experience a little bit more, but I do feel that like there's like FOMO, there's people selling Vegas, and with this experience specifically, and